Firm tied a career high with 5 blocks tonight.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's hard.
Doing the best we can over in stats.
All right.
Fire away when you're ready.
Come on.
Guys, I think this game is 16-16. It was back and forth there for a little bit right at the beginning. You had a few turnovers early, and then 13-0 run. Y'all had a big advantage and were in control from then on out. What changed? What y'all do in that sequence to take control of this game?
You the boy.
Honestly, it was just Coach Odom just getting on us in the huddle, honestly. We started out the game with 5 turnovers before the first media, and it was just ball security after that. Just taking care of the ball, playing our game, and just getting back to how we play. And as you can see later in the half, the lead just kept going up and up and up. So just getting back to playing our game is just what really helped us.
For those 5 blocks for you, what was working defensively tonight? You said you didn't know that it was
Yeah.
career high, but
I kind of just go into every game with the expectations I know I'm gonna be expected to protect the rim, and tonight it just happened that the balls are coming my way, and I was just hitting them, so it just worked out. I ended up with 5. I ended up with 5 blocks, and that's what my team needed me to do at the moment, and that's all I did.
Coach has said, and y'all have said, perspective of the season, you know you can shoot it better than you have been from outside. These past couple games, what have y'all been doing right to kind of start to hit that 3-point ceiling? That's what's the number between the last 2 games? It's a lot of threes in the last couple games. What are y'all doing right to get those good looks?
I would say just finding the open windows, especially when our teammates get in trouble. Just having that outlet to find open shots and move my bodies to find the open shots. I think the best way to get out of shooting slump is just keep shooting. So.
Fast, this place gets loud anytime you make a bucket. They obviously love to support the hometown kid. What does that mean to you when you hear that roar?
Definitely means a lot coming from the fans and stuff, just knowing that they got my back and very supportive of me.
Congratulations on the win, fellas. Fetz, 7 points tonight. Just talk about your performance. Just your overall thoughts on your performance tonight.
Just doing what I'm doing in practice. Just my teammates trusted me and just showed tonight when I was given the opportunity to, and I made the best of it and just playing my game.
Guys, what's it been like to see Fats in practice, keeping up every day, even if he's not playing the games, and have him come out in a game like this and make an impact?
It means a lot, especially this being my boy since like freshman year. I just know he's consistently there for us as a teammate. So like just to see him get those moments, like really means a lot. Like we all know he's built for it, like he's ready for those moments. So honestly, it's never much of a surprise. It's really just a matter of just him getting out there and capitalizing on the moments like he usually does. But it means the world, like I said, from somebody that's known him since freshman year, like knowing how supportive he is of like us constantly and how much he remains to be a positive influence in the locker room and just on the team, like to just see him get those moments and do what we know he does best.
Jack, what's it like playing your ex-team, and then also just kind of what was the lead up like with we're getting text messages? How was that communication like?
It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, it's not my last team, but it's one of the few in the past. But that was pretty funny. I was actually with Deshaun, number 13, last night.
Have a nice little dinner.
For a little bit. So, I mean, we had a little friendly bet going on saying he thought he was going to win, and I didn't actually. I don't know why he actually said that. But it was just a friendly bet we had going on. So it was fun seeing a couple coaches and a couple players I played with.
Do y'all see that offensive skill set from Terrence in practice every day?
Yeah. For sure. Terrence, killer. He gonna be a dog.
Yeah. He plays he plays when we're pacing like his age. Like he shouldn't be able to like have as much pace as he does for his age. But
not your typical freshman.
He knows how to get a bucket. That's a skill that like it takes a lot of people the time to have. Like he know how to get a bucket. T Hill know how to get a bucket. T Hill gonna score every time.
In these last couple games, y'all been able to get to the bench a little bit more. Has that been beneficial kind of for collective growth, for Fats you to get some more minutes, Terrence to get some more minutes? Does that help everybody out?
Definitely, for sure. Just giving us that confidence that anything can happen for real. So when that does happen, we'll be ready. Like they said, we'll always be ready. And when our numbers call.
And then one of their guys gets ejected halfway through that second half. Like, does that give y'all any kind of motivation or like push y'all forward?
I wouldn't say like it's exactly what it does like turn us up a little bit. Like it's all right. We got the 2 free throws and whatnot, but we gonna play hard regardless of who's on the floor and who not. Like, we's gonna play our hardest at all times.
Have Have y'all ever had a teammate who's as good at getting under someone's skin as Phil is?
No.
Never.
No, it's actually funny because I'm pretty sure if nobody in this room watched the game and you heard technical foul or flagrant 2, the first name that comes to your head is Phil every time. So I didn't even know what happened. All I do, I turn around and I just see Phil just rolling on the floor. He's holding his head, and all I hear is flagrant 2 ejected. So it's funny because it's nothing that we're not used to because he does it in practice all the
It's
time.
a
That's why I
art.
say what y'all see is 100% him. Like,
Yeah.
He does it all the time.
It doesn't
It's not
shut
like he puts on
off
an act
ever.
for the game.
It's not an act.
No.
It's not an act.
No.
Guys,
20.
the player ejected, Deuce Jones, he's been freshman player of the week a bunch of times. He had 0 points at the half. Well, just talk about the job that Brandon did on him, and also just as a team and shutting him down.
Yeah, obviously defensively, like it's always a team effort, but like Brandon is like I say like from like he's another person that as a freshman like he does a lot of things that you wouldn't even expect out of a freshman. Like I feel like he realized early there's a lot of gritty things that freshmen had to do to get on the floor, and he fully embraced it. Like he's such a solid perimeter defender, and he's just really good at bothering people like consistently with pressure. That's one thing that we take a lot of pride in is consistent pressure, and I feel like he like embodies that perfectly. And I feel like he's always a huge part of us stopping the best guards he played, but he definitely did have a factor in that tonight. And obviously like the solid team effort, just keeping them down. Like we emphasize our personal matchups, and we always have a plan depending on what a player does, and as long as we execute, it usually goes our way.
You guys are all familiar with the environment at Dayton. Obviously these two were easy games, but how do you what's the mindset going into that? How you lock in after 2 total blowouts to head into the UD Arena and 13,000 fans?
I would say just back to the drawing board, trusting our coaches, trusting our scouts, just trusting them, putting all our trust in them and going out there executing what we're supposed to do.
Firm, you and Luke form one of the best shot blocking duos in the country this season. Do y'all kind of feed off of each other in that regard?
Yeah, most definitely. Like he's more of a he's more of an eye popping shot blocker than I am. I feel like I'm a little bit below the ground sometimes. I could get up there and get a shot here and there, but no matter what, like we both go out there with the same mindset. Like we know we're shot blockers, and like coach puts it in our ears all the time. Like he lets us know how much of an anchor we are on the defense, how much we mean to the defense, and I feel like for both of us, that's just motivation. Knowing that your team depends on you to do that thing that you're good at, it just makes you want to go out there and do it more. So it definitely do feed off each other. Like if he's out there having a game where he's like starting off blocking a lot of shots, it definitely gives me like the mindset to come out there like, all right, like let me keep this up, let me make sure the rim stays protected. And if you have 2 guys thinking like that, you have a night full of blocked shots.
Going off the well wins, you having those leads late, you guys may be able to get to the bench more, like Zach was saying. But how much has that allowed you guys to experiment like stuff a little bit?
Experiment.
Want to test it out?
How y'all feel?
I just feel like we go out. I would just go out and hoop. We may see some different lineups out there. I just say we go out there and hoop. We just play our game, do practice.
I feel like it really just gives like those like yet again like dudes out there to go out and have a chance to prove themselves even more, honestly. So it kind of is good to have these kind of wins where it's like, like a couple of your guys and then go and get those like those T Hill coming out and getting those big buckets tonight like means a lot. Having those minutes to go and gain that experience and even just to see what does work. Like maybe somebody does snap off. Like you never know. But that's more of a coach question. I don't know if he'd be experimenting out there or not.
They're a pretty good rebounding team, I think. 45 to 24 edge on the glass, 19 offensive rebounds. What was the key to y'all having such a big advantage in that regard tonight?
Honestly, the coaches made a big deal leading up to the game that their centers rebound, their wings rebound. So just having that in our head that we have to go into the game that it's not only us that can rebound, but they can rebound as well, it really put emphasis on our game plan today.
Like maybe one more.
How do y'all feel about Jack's suit in the commercials?
I think no comment.
Sorry, Jack, I should have stopped it earlier.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you,